All right, sorry guys, got a late start today. Had some guests at the show. A few minutes late. Now let's see what happens. Going to populate. God, look at that view behind me. Holy mackerel. It's gorgeous. I don't know what's happening to the weather. It's stunningly gorgeous here. A little humid in New York. It's beautiful. All right, here we go. Here we go. Hello, everybody. So again, sorry I was late. I had some guests at the show and some friends, and when I tour them, sometimes it takes a little longer because I'll give them a little backstage tour. Hey, Lane. All right. Wow, everybody's here. Share the stream, guys. Do me a favor. Share that stream, because the more you share it, the more community members we get, bringing on your friends and their friends, Philip, and the more we can build a better community. I had this idea, by the way. I want to get a t-shirt made up that has a little like flying saucer with like 3 little aliens, and mine's going to say, "I'm with them." That's what I think, because I think the whole thing is crazy. Hang on. Coming through. Thank you.
Sorry.
That's all right. Somebody's spraying there, cleaning off the thing. I almost walked into it. Okay. I think you can video interview the fans at the stage door about the 15 questions questionnaire. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a cool idea, but I want to do it throughout the world. I want to do it separate from Phantom as its own thing, but that's a really good idea. Okay, so I wanted to talk tonight about cause and effect. Cause and effect. So often people are affected, or they think they're affected, or they allow themselves to, I know I'm a goofball. Blah, blah. Hi, Steph. By the way, Steph, I saw that thing that you're posting about the breast cancer thing, which is awesome. Stephanie, I don't know if you want me to tell her. I won't say anything about what you've been through, but she's a survivor, let's put it that way, unless you want to. But there's a big, cool thing that she's doing. Anyway, cause and effect. So if you look at what happens in our lives, and you look at how things affect us, or we let them affect us, there's a really important factor that, to me, we forget. And so often we are at the effect of external influences, right? So, something hits us and we are affected by it. We're affected by an argument. Okay, Steph is a cancer survivor, and she's a pretty awesome person. So, and everybody has survived something, everybody's gone through something. And it is how you, there's a good example, it's how you respond to the things that hit you in your life. So I've adopted sort of a policy through things that I've learned, things that I've studied, philosophy, religion. I don't know, I'll tell you some point about my monastic journey. But look at this cool wall, by the way. Sorry, I get off on these tangents, but I just think it's a really cool thing. What I've adopted is that I can be cause in my life. So if you think about the physical universe, right, and you think about driving a car, you're at cause over the physical universe. You're in control of that car, making it go where you want it to go. So can you be at cause in your life, making your life go the way you want it to go. Does that make sense to you guys? Anybody, does that not make sense to you guys? So let's say something hits you, somebody says something, you're in a situation that is not optimum. You actually have the ability to change it, not only with your choices and your actions, but with your thought. And it starts there first. You have to actually think that thought before you can make the change and take a different path. So I don't know if I've told this story before, but an example of which is, and it's very easy to change your mind. It's very easy to change how you're thinking about something. We put obstacles in our own way. Here's an example. Daniel Zorovich. People, you got to follow Daniel Zorovich. This guy, one of the most incredible voices you'll ever hear. He's right there. So think about this as an exercise. So what I want you guys to do is I want you to picture an elephant, a huge gray elephant, like an Indian elephant, right? It's got, that light gray skin, sort of rough tusks. It's got the little bit of hair coming out, right? And you can picture the elephant with its eyes and the trunk moving up. So you guys got that in your head, right? You see the elephant? Okay. Now, I want you to think about a flea, little tiny flea. Now, here's what I want you to think about with the flea. I want you to think about the flea wearing one of those big cat in hat, white and red hats, those big top hats. I want you to also think about that flea with giant false eyelashes, right? Little tiny flea, giant false eyelashes. So you got that picture in your head? Well, guess what? As quickly as you thought about that flea and forgot about that elephant, that's how fast you can change your mind. Because you weren't thinking about the elephant when you were thinking about the flea. You get it? You can change your mind that quickly. And if you can change your mind that quickly and think those thoughts, you can put those thoughts into action and be at cause over your own life. And anything that is negative in your life, you can be at cause over. You can actually postulate, you can say, I want to move in this direction and have an effect on where that goes. You can actually change the course of your life just by how you're thinking, right? It's actually very simplistic. The hard part is realizing that it's true and realizing that you can actually do it. Cause and effect. Having, not allowing the negative things to have an effect on you. So how do you stop that? Well, by changing your mindset about them. Don't allow them. Start creating positive things. We talked about this the other day about no one is going to do anything for you but you. Sure, there are going to be people there to help you, people there to support you, but ultimately our lives are up to us and nobody else. We're creating a community, and the goal is that if we all have the same focus to make the world a better place, we all have our individual idiosyncrasies and our personalities, but with one giant goal, we're going to make the world a better place. But no one is going to change your life but you. Someone could give you $1 million. Look at all these people that win the lottery and then they're broke within months, It's what you choose to do with your life and how you choose to do it. Mind focus, absolutely. All right. What do I want to say tonight before I forget? Holiday concert. Do not forget holiday concert, guys. I already saw some people at the stage show tonight. There are like 4 people going. It's going to sell quickly. Send people to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. The VIPs that sold out within a half hour, they're actually going to come on stage and we're going to sing a Christmas carol together. It's going to be a load of fun. There's going to be some giveaways. And the amazing Jesse Stevenson is going to sing. What else is happening? The Jane Alyssa leukemia research benefit that I'm getting honored at, which is cool. There are going to be some people singing at that. That's a big benefit. And I think that's it. Does anybody have any questions? Anybody have any questions? It always sells out, which is awesome. I'm grateful for that. Any questions before we end off tonight? What is my favorite song to perform every night during Phantom? My favorite section is after it's in the it's after the opera section when Christine pulls the hood off the cloak and I turn up stage and I have the ring and it's say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime, right before anywhere you go. That's my favorite part. It shows vulnerability to me. It's his facade has been stripped away. It's before she, pulls the mask and the wig off. Yes, I will say happy birthday to Rachel Zatkoff. I already have. Rachel Zatkoff was one of our Christine alternates, and her birthday's today. Let's see. James had a fire in my building last night. I'm so lucky that I'm alive and safe. My apartment is damaged, but I don't know the future holds for me. Yeah. Let me see. What else did you say, Sarah? I don't know how to stay positive through this. Well, you already are. First of all, we're all here as a group to support you, but, you've made it through. If you think about this, no matter what happens, this physical universe stuff, this stuff, like my backpack, my iPhone, it's just stuff, guys. It's stuff. It doesn't really mean anything. It's meaningless. Here's another great adage. If you were to take a homeless guy and the richest guy on the planet and throw them into a desert with just t-shirts and jeans with nothing else, and say, go, survive, you know? All bets are off, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how much money the rich guy had, and it doesn't matter if the homeless guy was homeless. It's about living. And as long as you're living and moving forward, that's the key thing. Let's see, just want to say hello. Thanks for answering. Yeah, no problem. Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? All right, share the stream, guys. Give me some thumbs up. And do not forget that if you go to the Learn More button, you will click that and be a part of the James Barbour newsletter, the Inner Access guys. If you haven't done that, I encourage you to do so. We're going to be rolling out, for those of you who don't know, who may be new to the stream, those tickets, the VIP tickets, went first to our Inner Access members. The concerts are always announced first to the Inner Access team. And the seminar stuff that's going to be going out, that's all going to go out through the newsletter. All of that stuff goes out through there. It is the way to stay informed before anybody else has anything. Betsy, what's the fitting process like for your costumes? I wear suits, so I have tailor-made silk suits. So you get measurements. Now the thing is, I've done a lot of Broadway shows, so a lot of the costume houses I've worked with, so they all have my measurements, but they always do new measurements. And basically the costumes are built for the actor, usually. In the ensemble, there are a lot of costumes that are reused because they come in and out so often, but these suits were built specifically for me. My shoes were handmade for me, just like the Christine shoes are. The masks were physically handmade by the mask maker. And the way that works is the cool thing is they do all the makeup and they put the wigs on, and then the mask maker actually comes in and fits the prosthetic mask. It's a blank. It's like a plastic blank, clear, traces it based around where the makeup is to cover up specific makeup, and then he goes away and makes the mask. It's pretty cool, pretty wild. And then the ring, not this ring, that's my wedding ring, my amazing wife. The rings are silver, and they have a gem, the black gem in front of it. I actually posted a picture of that on Instagram a while ago. Maybe I'll put another one up. All right, anybody else before we end off for the night? And I love those questions you guys brought last week, about things that you're facing, obstacles you're facing, because everybody faces them, guys. Everybody faces some sort of obstacle in their life, right? It might be different. And I say this in my concerts. What might be a small mountain for you might be a huge mountain for somebody else. And what might be a huge mountain for you might be a small mountain for someone else, meaning mountain-like obstacle to climb. But we're all climbing the same mountain. We're all climbing the mountain of life. And the goal is, how do we survive? And not just survive. I don't mean survive like, oh, we just want to survive. I mean thrive, like survive, be able to do what you want to do, how you want to do it, live how you want to live. Grant Cardone wrote a book called The 10X Rule. It's another New York Times best-selling book. And basically he said, whatever you want, if you want $1 million, 10 times that, make it 10 million, because you have to hit those goals so that you have freedom in your life. Mike, how do you keep the role fresh for you? Have had a lot of repetition going on at work and trying to think of a new way to keep it fresh. Well, you're new every day, Oh, my live feed just went weird. Can you guys still see me? It's strange. It's strange.